Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad&Nabil Wafi bin Sulaiman and my team is Muhammad Akmal bin Rahim. We are Part 4 students in UiTM Pasir Gudang. We are in class J4BA1174E. So today we're gonna make a video presentation regarding to our topic, which is cross-border logistics. So let's go. So, first thing first, we're gonna discuss about the definition of cross-border logistic. Any logistic processes that involve moving goods from one geographic boundary, usually separated by political entity. For example, political entities or legal jurisdictions like governments, sovereign state, federal states, and other applicable and national entities. Next, cross-border logistics also can be defined as something happening between different countries or involving people or businesses from different countries. So, next is nature of cross-border. There are three nature of cross-border logistics. First is international shipping air. Air cargo is employed by global importers and exporters when they must get goods somewhere rapidly and reliably. For example, China-US freight shipping time from 20 to 30 days by ocean to only 3 days for air cargo. Second is international shipping land. Ground transport made by train or truck which require the cargo from its place of origin to the airport or seaport. For example, DHL company provided international shipping by land in European Union, which included the states of members such as America, Netherlands, Germany, and etc. Lastly is international shipping sea. Sea freight transport is that the shipping of product by seas via shipping containers. For example, Masrat Line explore the shipping in the sea world, for example, export and import goods from India to Vietnam or China to Australia. So next, we're gonna move on to the types of cross-border. There are three types of cross-border. First is export and import. Second is transshipments, and third is regional distribution center. First is export and import. An import is a good or service bought in one country that was produced in another. Imports and exports are the component of international trade. Next is transshipments. Transshipment is that the shipment of products or containers to an intermediate destination, then to a different destination. Lastly is regional distribution center. Collection and consolidation center for finished goods, components and spare parts produced by its own group of companies for its own brand to be distributed to dealers, importers or its subsidiaries or other unrelated companies within or outside the country. Last for my part is the three intermodals in logistics. First is piggyback transportation. Piggyback transportation is the movement of products in one and therefore the same loading unit or road vehicle that using successively two or more modes or transport without handling the product themselves in changing mode. Next is piggyback transportation. It is a mix of road and airways and is mostly utilized in international shipments. Lastly is fishback transportation. It is a mixture of road and water transport. Fishback train ship and container ship are samples of the oldest mode of the intermodal transport. So others, Muhammad Akmal will be explained. Thank you.
So we are going to cross-border logistics. In this subtopic, we have two types of cross-border. First is cross-border via land, and next is cross-border via air. Cross-border via land is any movement of goods or freight from one area to another using land transport such as truck, lorry, car, and rail. For example, if the supplier is at the Singapore, he may took the freight movement to another country by using the truck, rail, or lorry to deliver their item to another country. So for the cross-border via air is any movement of goods to other country by air transportation such as airplane, helicopter, and other than that. For example, Malaysia Airlines also have their own international freight logistics such as Mascargo. As we know, Mascargo is actually have carrying a good in bulk to another country and also to in other country. Next, we are going to railways cross-border. In this subtopic, we have two types of railways. First is Russian railways. Russian railways are the third longest by length and the third by volume of freight hauled, after the railway of the United States and China. For the first ranking of Russian railways is United States, second is China, and the third is Russian railways, which is the trail is the third longest by length and the third by volume of freight hauled. Next is rail freight system in USA. So in the rail freight system USA is moving import and export using containers and for shipment of coal and oil. There are many road lines in US which connected every state. So we can see from the pictures show the road line of rail freight system in USA, which it connected every state in United States of America to import and export goods each other. So next we are going to case study, which is ASEAN AFTA. What is ASEAN AFTA? ASEAN AFTA, a trade bloc agreement by the Association of Southeast Asian Nations supporting local trade and manufacturing in all Asian countries and facilitating economic integration with regional and international allies. So in ASEAN AFTA, the all countries make a decision to make the Common Effective Preferential Tariff (CEPT) agreement AFTA. So CEPT agreement is to make the product the effective preferential from the other tariff. So there are three types of product for AFTA. First is inclusion list, which consists of manufacturing good. Second is temporary inclusion list, which is the mining, forestry, and fishing. And, and lastly is sensitive list, which is rice, sugar, and onion from the first industrial revolution. For the second case study is Belt and Road Initiative. Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) is a global development strategy adopted by the Chinese government in 2013, involving infrastructure development and investment in nearly 70 countries and international organizations. The purpose BRI initiative is to accelerate economic growth across the Asian Pacific area, Africa, and Central and Eastern Europe overland route for road and rail transportation. So BRI is actually the initiative made by the Chinese government to make or build the road and rail transportation in to linking the other country in Asia. So the project is start in 2030 and may be finished at 2040 maybe. So this is BRI project from the Chinese government. So the end of our presentation. I'm Muhammad Akmal and I'm represent my group, also Nabil Wafid Muhammad, to apologize to Dr. Samri Miskam if the presentation video is not interesting. So I hope our effort is worth it. And lastly, I want to apologize to Dr. Zamri if we have a mistake. And thank you for us.